It's an old story, the story of Persephone. It's not a true story. However, it's not factual. There is truth in it if you care to look for it. But Persephone was never a real girl who got freckles in the summer and frostbite in the winter. No, she was immortal, which means she is just as much alive today as she was thousands of years ago when her story was new. And just who was Persephone? She was the only daughter of Demeter. Demeter was the goddess of the earth. She was responsible for all things that grow on the earth. The trees, the grasses, the reeds, and the grains. She couldn't watch Persephone every minute, and Persephone needed watching. She was in eternal spring, a warm breeze always blowing, a bright sun never dimming, a fragrant blossom forever blooming. And in short, she was Persephone. And when Hades saw her dancing through the meadows with flowers in her hair and a picnic basket in her hand, the sight was more than he could handle. You see, Hades was god of the underworld, the region of the darkness where the dead gather for their final eternal rest. His eyes were accustomed to the dim shadows of his subterranean kingdom, and the only sounds he ever heard were the long sighs of eternal sleep and the mournful howls of Cerberus, his three-headed watchdog. And there she was, with the glitter of her beauty blinding his eyes and the music of her laughter filling his ears. A lonely man and a beautiful girl, that's the story. He couldn't go back to his lonely palace without her, and he didn't. He kidnapped her, whisked her away in his chariot, and carried off to the underworld. So there she was, a gleam of light in a world of shadows, a glittering girl with dusty throne, Persephone!
Hades? Hades?
What is it? What's the matter?
There was no echo. Listen. Hades? You see? No echo.
Why should there be? What do you want with an echo?
It's an answer. I'm tired of talking to myself. All caves have echoes. What's the matter with this one?
It isn't a cave. It's got no wall for the sound to bounce off. This is Hades, kingdom of the dead. There's no wall. There's no boundaries. It goes on forever.
Nothing goes on forever. Hades!
Give it up. What do you want with an echo anyway?
I'm not trying to make an echo anymore. I'm calling my husband, Hades.
Your husband. Hades is your husband?
Of course, I'm Persephone, queen of Hades. Hades!
You don't have to shout. He can hear you. Even if you whisper.
What's all the racket about? I haven't had a single such of undisturbed rest since I got here. The blessing of the dead is sleep. Peaceful sleep. Why don't you lie that down and go to sleep?
Because I'm not dead, that's why.
Not dead?
I'm alive. I'm Persephone.
Nonsense. If you were Persephone, you wouldn't be here. Persephone is eternal youth, eternal spring. She has no business among the dead. Persephone is life.
Life? What's about life? Who's alive?
She says she is.
Impossible. The live ones can't get in here. Old Karen won't ferry them across the river.
Got to be dead to get a ticket on his boat.
Then there's that three-headed dog. What's his name?
Cerberus, and he only has one head, you know. The other two are just papier-mâché masks strapped to his collar to make him look ferocious. But he's not fierce at all, really. He's very sweet.
Sweet?
Sweet old Cerberus. He tear a live one to shreds.
Oh, forget about the live one. Ugh. They can't bother us here.
Well, she's bothering us. And she's alive. Or says she is.
Then what is she doing here?
She says she's looking for her husband.
Oh, one of those. They get in sometimes. Look, honey, if your husband is dead, then he's no use to you. So you're young enough to find another one, but if you find
Then go on back to wherever you came from and die a proper death. Then you can sleep beside him forever. If you're still interested, which you won't be.
My husband is not dead.
Then he's not here, so go away.
Oh, he's here, all right. Hades!
Oh, she claims Hades is her husband.
Hades is a bachelor, a confirmed bachelor.
Not anymore, he's not. He abducted me.
Abducted? You? Hades is a gentleman, shy and quiet. He would never abduct anyone.
Well, he did. I saw him. He dragged her in here, howling like a timber wolf, biting and clawing like a 40,000 scalded cat. I never heard such a rumpus.
He does not. I only pretended to scratch.
You were pretending when stepped up and scuffle! If I'm alive, I'll be a mess. I'll burn it!
But Hades is so gentle. What could have possessed him?
It was the glitter, I expect. Hades is a king after all. Even the king of shadows. Can't resist glitter.
I expect so. She does,